coming back to what it might mean to live red. And I know that's a dangerous term because appropriation can be a very dangerous thing. But most of the seed ambassadors or people who are interested, many of them come from the regenerative ag movement. Some of them are scientists. Some of them just love plants. When we go back to those structures and where I separate the men from the women and watch them awkwardly trying to adapt, but then adapting very quickly. Menfolk were supposed to help the women by prepping the soil, whatever that might mean, bringing alluvial soils to help make mounds, making compost, lifting up some of the ground cover that might be there, and then watching the women take over and have the men step back. And it just seems a natural way of doing things. And I've never encountered any group who didn't enjoy going back to some of these original teachings. And even after 10 years of doing it, I'm still trying to understand those small tidbits of wisdom that were given to me by elders within the tribe. But just those things alone, combating so much arrogance along the way, I've come to learn that a lot of the indigenous heirloom seeds are drought resistant, not drought proof, but overwatering, what that does to things, not planting them together in the Three Sisters methodology. I constantly have to battle with scientists if I'm doing projects with them because they won't plant them together. They have to plant the beans over here and the corn in a row over here. That's not how it was meant to be. And so it comes down to an arrogance of thinking it's right. I'm hopeful that the next 10 years of Sacred Seed will just begin to further understand things. But the primary teaching is that the seeds and the plants are teachers. And if we can just acknowledge our place in that world, we'd be a lot better off. But to not look as a seed as an object, but as a teacher to be studied patiently over time. We have a notion called blood DNA that I think is very important, that if we put our mind and heart in the right place, the ancestors are going to help teach us. Another one of the things that I got from the elders in my tribe, especially from my clan, when I asked for permission to try to return the sacred red corn to the Omahas, which had been lost for I don't know how long. We can pick a number, say 100 years, something like that. And again, all these little tidbits of wisdom came out, some publicly, some privately, some then, some later. They told me to sing to the corn. And it seems to be on the level of the humanities, something beautiful. But I still ponder at why scientifically is that so important? Is there something to our energy, our thoughts, our vibrations that when we sing to the corn or talk to plants, it's important? But all of these things come down to a difference between the red and the green, or the red and the white. Vine wrote a lot about this for European cultures, that time is linear, and that for many years one could try to erase the past and just move forward and get away with it. In the age of perfect information that we live in now, that's no longer possible. The crimes of the past are not forgotten. They're brought back up continually. And that indigenous time frames was circular and repeats itself, whether that's ages or fires or epochs or generations. Time is thought of as very differently.